All right, so I'm going to go over how to use a grid to transfer an image. This is a great technique for making a larger drawing and doing so very easily. So if you have ever struggled to get your drawing transferred onto a piece of paper, if you've ever had a hard time getting things in the right place at the right size and proportion to other items in a picture, the grid drawing process may be really helpful for you. What you have is a grid over an image with a set number of squares. And then you have a grid on your drawing space, whether it's canvas or paper. In this case, it's just the other side of this handout. And there are the same number of grid squares. So whatever happens in a square on the image grid should happen on the square in the large grid. So all you have to worry about is one part of your drawing at a time. If you can kind of forget about the rest of your image and just look at, just this one part, like let's say I even take some kind of piece of paper and cover up everything except the one square I'm worried about. Uh-oh, looks like it froze. There we go. If you just cover up everything except the one little square you're worried about, then you don't have to worry about all this other information. All you have to worry about with this square is that line. So over in my A box on my top row here, I'm drawing a line that goes from about like the middle of the box on the right side to about the middle of the box on the bottom. And it looks like there's like a little loop there. That's all I have to worry about. Feel free to cover up anything you're not working on, or you can kind of just follow along. So I might go to my next box, and it looks like it goes almost all the way to the top of this line, like that. And it looks like there's a little line there, so I should draw that. And it looks like there's a little line at the bottom. And then I can make my way across my picture, just transferring just the lines that I see, one square at a time. Now, some people find this to be tough to work just one square at a time. I think it really helps to just work at one square at a time. Just draw the lines you see, and if you do that, by the end, you will have the full picture. But if you are a little more skilled at drawing, you might draw this more holistically, where you take a look at certain points of where a line lands on the grid. So you might see that this line starts in, let's see, box 6A, so 6A, and I might just kind of see, I might make points where that line is going to land, and you can see they're already here for you. And I might just kind of follow along with where this line hits the grid so that I know my line gets into the right spot. So by just going either one box at a time, or by kind of following where in each box, looks like this ear is coming up to here, and then over here I see it goes about halfway up the 4. Just by seeing where your land's lined in the individual square that you're working on, or by charting out where a line's going to land along the grid, you can use this grid to transfer your entire image, and suddenly you have a pretty good drawing that has maybe eyes in the right spot, because I know that they're going to go in these boxes and be about the width of the box. Just by using that grid to kind of judge where your lines belong, you can transfer an image and get it a lot more accurate than you might normally do. All right, so that is your quick tutorial on how to use a grid. Before we do our project, I want you to practice with this one so that you know how to use the grid process and take a picture and submit it on Google Classroom. All right, thanks.